I'm back right now, man. I got Duty Dan with me, man. Duty Dan is my boy, okay? He is a senior chief in the Navy. He is also a CrossFit extraordinaire. So if you're trying to get buff, man, if you got those dad bods, you're trying to turn into a father figure, this is the guy you need to talk to. He's also an auto mechanic guy, man. We just actually changed the rims on my car. Well, the whole wheel, not just the rim, but the whole setup. So, Dan, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Man. So, what's been up, man? How you talk to me? Tell me about what you've been doing.
A lot, actually. Going to college, trying to finish up this college degree before I retire. Should be retiring here in about like 2 years.
Retiring from the Navy?
Yeah.
Shit, how long you been in?
19 years now.
That's a milestone right there.
Yeah, dude.
In itself.
And
doing something to project yourself after the Navy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to be more marketable when I retire. You know what I mean? So, obviously, when I retire, I'll have plenty of experience. I'm just trying to be educated as well, to show that I'm educated. Maybe get a little more pay with a bachelor's degree.
Definitely.
Also, when my kids go to college, I want to be able to say, "Hey, I did it, so you can too." You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah. So a role model for people around you, not only people around you, but your children.
Also, my wife is doing college right now too. Kayla's in college. She's got quite a few more classes than I have. But she's going for business administration or business management, something like that.
What are you going for?
Workforce education.
Oh shit! There. So you'd be training the next level, the next generation of people going out there. We need that.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. It's something like that. Like any company that has any type of like training plan for their employees, I can build the training for that. You know what I mean? So all they have to do is say, "Hey, we want a training topic on OSHA standards or whatever it is." You know what I mean? I can do that.
Nice. I've been to OSHA classes.
I just build the content. You know what I mean?
Well, that's good.
Make lesson plan, training guides, all that stuff, and
they'll need people like you because I've done OSHA classes. They're boring.
Yeah.
It's like PowerPoint to death. Like
most trainings are boring.
Yeah.
I mean? Unless like things that interest you. Obviously, if you're doing training on things that interest you a lot, like OSHA does not interest me. No. You know what I mean? It does not pique my interest at all. So, but like if you're talking like, they have CrossFit level 1, level 2 courses and stuff like that. That does pique my interest, right? So I can definitely go to those trainings and get something out of it and learn a lot because I'm very interested.
That's like what I was telling, because I was just in school this past week for a department, I can't even remember, DAU class, but it's for government oversight for dealing with contractors and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was telling the wife, I was like, this is the boringest class I've ever been to. But the reason was not because the information, it was dry. Believe me, it was dry. I'm not interested. It's really so much harder to actually pay attention when you
don't give a fuck about it.
Like you're like,
who cares?
I can't even pretend.
Who cares about whatever it is you're getting training on that you don't care about? You know what I mean?
It's like I can't even pretend that I don't like this because I know I don't. All right, well. Dude, that's awesome. So, 19 years in the Navy. I'm sure you've seen a lot of stuff. Obviously,
for sure.
The viewers know I haven't been in the Navy that long. But 19, man, where have you been? Like worldwide? Because I know a lot of people get that. When they're recruited, join the Navy, see the world.
Yeah, see the world. Blah blah blah. All that.
Where you been?
That whole line. I've been to. So on my first ship, I actually went to a lot more. My first ship was an amphib, right? An LHD. I was on the Wasp.
Oh, shit, with Marines and stuff?
Yeah. So nice. I did 4 deployments on that ship.
Damn.
And, we did some, different deployments of what carriers are normally doing because, amphibs, they have, we fly aircraft and all that good stuff, but there's a lot of other things that amphibs can do as well, right? So, I did Southcom deployments, which means, down in the Gulf of Mexico and stuff like that. So I've been to Cuba. I've been to Puerto Rico on the ship. I've been to Panama City, not Panama City, but Panama, the country, on the ship. Colombia. I went to Fleet Week, New York, whenever I was on the Wasp. I went to Boston Harbor Fest in Boston whenever I was on the Wasp. I went to Halifax, Nova Scotia 2 times.
Damn, both of them. I really want to go to Fleet Week.
I went to everybody's been to Bahrain, but I went to Bahrain.
Okay. I haven't been yet, so.
Well, and I went to Muscat, Oman, which is a shithole, complete shithole. I've been to Dubai, of course. I've been to France. Been to let me see, Greece, Athens, Greece. I went to Suda, Greece, which is like Crete, not Greece.
Little island, yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Spain. I've been to a lot of places, man. A lot of places. Belize.
Jesus Christ, dude. You've been everywhere.
I've been to a lot of places.
South America, North America. Like,
been to the desert. All that shit, man.
Yeah, I went to Oman. Oman was not fun.
Yeah, it's a shithole, man.
I went there 3 times. Yeah, that was our 3 port calls in a deployment.
Yeah,
that was stupid.
The place is a shithole, dude.
I, you know what? It is a shithole, but like, tell me what you think.
It's better than being on the ship.
It is better than being on the ship. It is better than being on the ship. What if you give Oman like 30 years? Like, what do you think if we go back to Oman in like 30 years? You think it'll build up like I've never been to Dubai, so I don't know, but like, I mean, you think it could?
I think it's a good possibility because from the first time that I went to Bahrain and the last time I went to Bahrain.
Or Bahrain's the one.
Huge difference, man. Like, Bahrain, the first time I went, there was really not much there. And then the last time I went, like, there was a lot of like right outside the gate of the base in Bahrain, because you know there's a Navy base in Bahrain.
Yeah, I've never been. I've heard of it.
Yeah, there's a Navy base in Bahrain. So like right outside the gate, they have this like American alley.
Oh, okay.
It, you know?
Yeah.
But there's a shit ton more stuff there now than there used to be. Yeah.
So that's why, because I was thinking that while I was there, everybody was like, "Man, this is a shithole." And don't get me wrong, it had 2 hotels there.
Yeah.
And I stayed in a hotel both times because I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm paying the money, so I can take a shower with no shoes on and whatever. I don't care. I won't leave the room. They're like, "There's nothing to do out there. You don't want the room." I'm like, I do, because I'm not leaving the room. I'm going to go in.
I want to get a shower. I don't want to have to wear shower shoes.
I'm not coming out.
Yeah.
But I was looking out the window. Like, they had a little balcony, and I was looking, and I was like, man, I swear, give this place like 30 years with all these ships coming, and people just... I mean, because a bottle of Jim Beam was $100. So I was like, keep pouring this money into this place.
So I feel like... So, you know, when we were doing the War on Terror... And that was the thing, and we were always over there in the Arabian Gulf, Persian Gulf, whatever you want to call it, the Arabian Sea, whatever. You know, Bahrain was like just the normal, you know, pit stop. You know what I mean? We would just hit it, and Dubai same way, because you know they got the sandbox in Dubai. There's no Navy base in Dubai, but they got a little sandbox where there's like vendors out there that sell clothes and stuff, and they got like a couple little restaurants, and you know the Chiefs Mess always does like beer on the pier out there. Right?
Yeah, that's what we got. Yeah, we got to talk about our beers. Yeah.
But you know that was the thing over there, and you know, you talk about what 21 years of the War on Terror, so it was like 21 years that we were, you know, doing the thing over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like Suda Bay is about to turn into what Bahrain used to be. Because, like, did you go to Suda Bay on your plane?
Yeah.
So, you know, you pull into Suda Bay, they got that little MWR tent on the pier. And, you know, they got food and you can buy beer and stuff like that. But I feel like eventually it's going to turn into more there.
It's got, yeah. I mean, because it's a decent spot already.
Suda Bay, like, Hanya, you know, the city, that place is great, dude. The food was great.
Amazing.
Like, everything. Like, my favorite port visits were Athens, Greece, and Suda Bay, man. Like on this last deployment I did. Which, mind you, the deployment fucking sucked.
The deployment sucked.
Well, like, it's just not it's not like any deployment I've ever done before. Like, I felt like we were on a long-ass CQ debt. It's fucking terrible. Like, we weren't doing shit, bro.
No. Yeah, because you were...
Try to keep a bunch of sailors motivated for doing nothing. Like, we're not doing anything.
You were just showing presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were showing forward.
Yeah.
Like, we're here.
Yeah.
It's, you know, so it's hard to motivate anybody, because even I know when we were out, the air wing, like the guys on the flight deck, like we're launching jets, but what are they doing? They're doing a quick lap and coming back. It's really hard to keep people motivated because nothing like like
you're not dropping bombs, you're not doing anything.
Yeah, it's a big Com2X.
Like the last deployment that I did before this, the last deployment, like my 2016 deployment compared to my 2022, 2023 deployment, the 2016 deployment, we set the record for ordnance expended by an aircraft carrier.
Jeez.
We were blowing shit up, bro.
Blowing shit, yeah.
Doing real shit.
Sending them out full, bringing them back empty.
Right? So like, Because like if
exciting.
If you load a 2,000-pound bomb on a jet, it can't come back. You can't land it with it.
You got to put it somewhere.
So we were putting those 2,000-pound bombs on almost every jet that left the ship, and they would come back empty.
Yeah.
Like this last deployment that I did, 0 ordnance expended, bro. Like we didn't do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. We had like the moment where they were like, we might, and then they filled the hangar bay with them, and then 2 days, 3 days went by, and then we put them all away. And I'm like,
put it away,
I'm like, we got excited, every moment you yes.
Well, the other side of it is too, though, like with the things that are going on in Ukraine right now, like if we do anything, if the United States drops one bomb somewhere in that area, like around this whole conflict, it's World War III, bro.
Yeah, we're in.
Yeah, we're in.
Yeah. So it's very hit or miss. Like we're very toeing the line right now. Which is kind of scary. When you think about it, because like I said, a lot of people are like that. They're like, man, what are you guys doing? Are you guys gonna be in war? Like I've had family saying that because I don't have a lot of family in the military, so of course they all look at me like I know something special that I tell them like I'm not the guy. You know what I mean? They talk to me like I'm like a Pentagon official. Yeah. So, David, what do you think is going to be happening in the next year? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't even know what time I get off work.
Oh,
like fucking, I don't even know what time I'm supposed to go in tomorrow until somebody texts me. Like,
it's funny, man, that you say that because I have friends that, mind you, I've been in the Navy for a long time.
Yeah.
But I'm not like an IS or, I'm an AS, bro. You know what I mean? Like I work on support equipment. I'm not, I'm not in the intel briefs.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know what we're doing exactly. I mean, I can find out easily if if
you want,
if I want to, but I have friends that I went to high school with that'll like text me or shoot me a Facebook message about because some shit they hear on the news. Like on CNN or wherever.
Yeah.
And they'll hit me up and like, hey man, is this real? And I'm like, dude, don't listen to that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are we going to war with Russia? Like, nah, bro, chill.
I didn't hear anything, but you know what we're doing next week. I don't. Tell me, please.
It's funny, man. It's funny.
Tell me, please. Yeah. So, speaking of the news, man, you're from Florida. I'm from Florida. What do you think about our man DeSantis throwing his hat in the ring, dude?
Our Lord and Savior, Ron DeSantis?
Yeah, throwing his hat in the ring,
I love it, dude.
Make America Florida.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, make America Florida, exactly.
Oh, man, I like it, too. Like
that guy is, like, why do you think everybody wants to live in, like, people act like Florida's this bad place.
Exactly.
Why do you keep moving there then, dude?
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
I never hear people moving up north when they retire. Nobody moves out west when they retire.
Well, what's funny is like, people from California move to like Texas, and like everybody says that like Texas is like starting to turn into California, which I don't think that'll ever happen because Texas is one of those strong states like Florida. Yeah. It's what it is, right? But it's funny though because that doesn't happen in Florida.
No,
like you move to Florida, if you don't like our way, we're gonna make you like our way. You know what I mean?
Florida even has billboards like right as you cross the line, it says like, "Welcome to Florida. If you're from up north, take that shit back." Like we're not, they even have billboards like saying like, "We're not doing your shit down here.
You're either gonna like it or you're gonna leave." Okay.
Like, oh man, yeah. I told the wife, I was like, because people were asking me, you know what I mean? People were asking me, they were like, "Oh, Dilly, you're a big Trump guy. What do you think about DeSantis?" Those two they've been butting heads, and I'm like, wait till they join forces, you dumb fucks.
Well,
I'm like, wait till something happens.
The thing about it is too, I'm like a big Trump guy too, of course. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't even consider myself a Republican or a Democrat or anything like that, but I was definitely a huge Trump supporter, and
I think I just liked him, like because he was like, I don't give a fuck,
man. Yeah, he was a real guy.
I'm just gonna say how it is.
But if it comes down to like Donald Trump and Ron, I'm down for Ron DeSantis all day, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, when it comes down to it, I'm down. But I was like, I don't think it's gonna happen because I swear, I think this is a game they're gonna play with us.
I was about to say some stuff about our current president, but I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah. Well,
when I retire, we can have that conversation again.
Yeah, we leave poor Joe alone, man. Joe's had a rough year, so.
I mean, the dude's like 90 years old, bro. Like,
I said this, and it's so crazy too, because like I said, we won't go into Joe, but Everybody feels the same way, dude. Like, I go to work every day. I hear that in the office. Like, everybody feels the same way.
Like I told you, man, we'll have that conversation another time.
I told the wife, I think they need to, I think Joe, they need to leave this man alone. Put him on a porch somewhere. Put him on a porch and let him enjoy the rest of his life, man. He's too old. Anyway, we'll go somewhere else with that. So, I gotta have a beer. But I found the Luke Combs beer.
Oh shit, son!
For everybody out there, I know y'all seen I went viral with the Bud Light.
Miller Lite never broke your heart.
That's right. Well, people tried to say it broke my heart, but
snap!
Have you seen the new? Only the tall boys have the Luke on them apparently. And that's why I couldn't find it, but I found it. So anyway, you want one?
Fuck it, yeah, man, I'll take one. I'm almost done with this.
So only the tall boys have the Luke on them, apparently, because this is what he's going to be selling at his concerts all summer. Because he's a Miller Lite guy, apparently. I was like, well, shit, I like him even more now.
Whenever I saw these were 16-ounce beers, like when you were holding it earlier, I was kind of hoping it was like the twist top ones.
Oh, yeah.
Those are dope.
Yeah, those have an athlete on them, though, right now.
Oh, really?
They have like a lightning bolt on them, and I can't remember who the athlete is. But
talking about these cans reminds me, I saw a video. Like, I don't have TikTok, but I watch all these reels on Instagram and like Facebook stuff. Yeah. I saw this video. I follow this guy on Instagram. He like makes all these drinks. You'd probably like it because you do that.
I do all that. Yeah.
He made this drink, bro. Like he had he took a can of like seltzer water and he took a can opener and like took the top of it.
Oh, okay.
And then he like put it in some shit, put some tahini on it. Tequila, seltzer water, lemon. It looked really good. Like I told Kayla, I'm probably gonna make this shit.
Sounds good. Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, I was looking for these for a while, and then now did you see their commercial? Because after the Bud Light one, after the Bud Light debacle, they came out with a commerciul.
I don't think I did.
Oh, people tried to send it to me. It was now. Don't get me wrong, Bud Light, you screwed up. Okay, you screwed up.
You fucked up, Aaron.
You screwed up, and honestly. It would have made it a lot better if you just came and been like...
You know what else is good, man? These ranch waters.
Yeah, the ranch waters are amazing.
These bitches are expensive, though, dog.
They are.
It's just like $20 for a 12-pack.
They are, but they're delicious, though.
It is good, but like...
I
catch them on sale, like...
Quality.
They have them at the Next sometimes on sale, and it'll be like $15. Last time they had them on sale, I bought every 12-pack they had. The lady was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah, I want them all."
No. I'm not sure, but yeah, let's go. Like, I want all these.
I felt like going stand out for Harris Teeter and like price gouging Harris Teeter because like $20. Yeah. Hey, I got them for 18 right here.
The manager at Harris Teeter would come out and be like, "Hey man, I'm gonna have to ask you to. I'll take them all. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. I'll take them all. Just go around back.
I'm gonna put them back on the shelf in there."
Oh man, but yeah, Miller had a commercial, man. They had a commercial that came out that, and I did a video about it. Whatever, I don't care. Look, Bud Light tried to play into the trans thing. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Miller tried to, I guess, toe the line. This is how I feel. Miller was like, damn, Bud Light messed up and promoted men trying to be women. So what we're going to do is we're going to promote women. But the only problem is...
being women.
The woman that they promoted being a woman was bashing other women who wore bikinis. So she was like, women were the ones who brewed beer originally, so we should thank women for beer. And I was like, hell yeah, we should thank women for beer. And then she turned the corner and she's like, and how does beer repay us? They put us in bikinis. And I'm like, fuck yeah, they put you in bikinis.
Fucking right.
Because there's two things in the world that are beautiful: a woman in a bikini and a cold beer. Yeah. You put them together, you stole every man's heart right there.
Yeah.
You know,
big facts.
And then she's like, so I was like, damn it, Bud. I was like, damn it, Miller. Yo, you were on the right path, and then all of a sudden it like diverged down feminist alley. I was like, can nobody get this right? Like me and Krista talked about it. This is what the beer companies need to do. They need to have a commercial that has a woman busting her ass all day long, taking care of kids, taking care of a house, doing all this shit, busting her ass all day long, and then flip it, and then have a man busting his ass all day long, and you're just like, damn, these two people are busting their ass all day long. And then towards the middle of the commercial, they come together, and you're like, oh fuck, those two are married. Now the kids are down, and they sit on the couch and they're both like
Crack Miller Lite.
Oh, damn, honey, that was great. And
delicious.
That's what they need. Yeah. I was like, boom, that would cater to everybody right there. It shows real women doing real motherfucking shit, real men doing real motherfucking shit, and then them coming together because that's what it takes to run a fucking household.
No shit, man.
Boom. $1 million. And then Crystal was like, yeah, David, that's why they don't put us on fucking boards for advertisement because it makes too much sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Miller Lite is like my second choice of beer.
Yeah. What's your first?
Michelob Ultra, of course.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you're the CrossFit guy.
Yeah, carbs.
Yeah,
low calories, low carbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta stay summer ready, bro.
You gotta stay. Hey, you know what? I got dad strength. I might have dad bod, but I have dad strength. I don't know. I always drank Miller Lite. People used to always make fun of me for it, and I was like, look, dude. I look at it like you're like a product of your environment.
Yeah.
The only person I ever knew who drank beer growing up was my grandmother.
Yeah.
And all she ever drank was Miller Lite.
Yeah.
So when I got older, it was like an instinct.
So like me growing up, everybody that I knew that drank beer, like except like whenever I was really young, my dad drank Michelob, and I don't think it was like Michelob Ultra at the time. I think it was like regular Michelob.
Just like
yeah, like whatever. Those like weird shaped bottles, you know.
The Mickey, it
was like a fucking weird ass shaped bottle. I don't, Anyway, and it had like the paper that went all the way over the top of it.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So like that was like the beers that my dad drank, and then my dad used to drink this nasty ass whiskey called Old Granddad, like terrible shit. And I want to say like probably the most expensive thing that he drank was those Michelobs, because like we were poor as fuck, dude. Like we didn't have no money. You know what I mean? You're getting your. But like they used, a lot of other people that I know that drank beer when I was growing up, like drank Bud Light. So I used to drink Bud Light a lot, and then like once I turned 21, I like buy my own beer and shit. Because of course everybody used to drink like Natural Light and.
Oh well, you wanted,
back in the day whenever we were
bang for your buck.
Yeah, whenever we were like young and shit. But I kind of ventured out a little bit after I turned 21. I drank like Yingling for a while. I used to drink like Bud Ice for a while.
I remember Bud Ice.
Bud Ice, yeah. Those things get you fucked.
Yeah, dude. I remember Bud Ice for a while.
And then, there was a few different I was on the Heineken kick for a while.
Oh, God, I remember.
I was on the Corona kick. Land Shark, I was on that kick for a while. And then, like I think after I got past 30 years old and I realized, like, what the calories do to you.
Yeah.
I started drinking Michelob Ultra because, they're only like 96 calories per beer or 90 calories per, and it's like 2.6 grams of carb, which, Miller Lite is similar. It's very similar.
About the same.
It's about the same. And so that's why I kind of.
And I never realized that.
But it's funny because people that I work with, right? Like, I work, if I go out with like some chiefs and stuff, that they always try to give me a hard time about drinking like Michelob Ultra when we go out.
Oh, light beers, like light beer.
And I'm like, yeah, man. Well, you're fat and I'm not, so
exactly.
You know what I mean?
and I never knew about the calorie thing. Like I said, to me, it was just almost like habit. Like
the thing for me,
that's what I saw.
Bro, like the thing for me is like drinking Michelob Ultra. I don't get full off of it, right? I still get drunk like everybody else.
Yeah,
drinking them. Like it might take a few more of them than what it would like if I was drinking IPAs or something.
Yeah.
Two. The other thing is, it doesn't like I don't get fat drinking it.
IPAs definitely bloat you up.
Like you have to. Oh yeah, dude.
You will get.
I drank one IPA last night, dude, and I was like.
You feel it, immediately, and like that's why I limit IPAs to like if I'm at the brewery,
which
that has the IPAs.
Let me be very clear. I got very drunk last night. Like this morning when we were putting those wheels on your truck, dude, I was still drunk, bro.
Oh shit! Well, you know what? You're a fucking Navy veteran right there because you just I couldn't tell.
Well, I'll tell you this: it ain't my first time. You know what I'm saying? I've been whenever I was like second class, first class, pulling a port visit. Get hammered the night before, and then the next day I'm working on the flight deck, still drunk.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you gotta be able to. Well, I don't know about nowadays with these woke people, but like when 5 years ago when I was coming in, they were like, "It's okay, you're older. You've already met the prerequisites. You know how to work when you're drunk." And I was like, "Yep, Like I'm pretty sure I can do it. Yeah. They're like, oh, you're going to be great in the Navy. Yeah. Then. Now it's like, oh my God, don't fucking, I can't, I think we called somebody a fucking sissy. Yeah, well, I think one of the new guys that came into the shop, we were like, dude, why are you being such a fucking sissy, dude? Just get out there and do the work. And like, next thing you know, CMC's in there.
EO case and stuff.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you guys can't be calling him that. I'm like, can't be calling him what? We called him a sissy. You'd think we actually called him like a derogatory term. It's a fucking sissy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but people feelings.
Well, the other thing about the Navy, man, this is one of the reasons why I'm ready to retire is because like the Navy treats everybody like a number these days, man.
Yeah.
Like you're just a number, bro. That's it. Like
they could replace.
They want you. Because like, you make a number for the Navy. Like, they don't care the job you do. Like, if you're great at your job, if you're terrible at your job. Like, just as long as you're there to fill that number.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially now with their numbers going down.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Now it's like
it doesn't matter. Like, me, right? I've been Navy 19 years. I'm really good at my fucking job. But the Navy doesn't care. I'm a number, and they're going to use me as a number.
Yep. I'm surprised, like, you said you were, like, retiring. Is there a chance they're going to, like, I don't know, tell you, like, you can't retire now? Like, you got to give us another 2 years, 3 years?
No, bro, my contract's up in 2025.
Oh, okay.
I'm putting my retirement paperwork in.
So your contract and your retirement are kind of, like, coincide? So, like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you can put in your... I can put in my retirement paperwork 24 months in advance, right?
Okay.
So my contract's up August 2025. I'm putting in my retirement paperwork August of this year, and then I'm gonna retire in 2025 August. I don't care what happens. Like, they can say, "Hey, man, we're gonna like." Obviously, this is something that can happen, but they can say, "Hey, man, we're gonna make you a captain." I'm like, "Yeah, cool. I'm retiring in 2025 still."
Yeah. So like, I'm okay. I'll do that for a month.
Well,
2 months or whatever.
The other side of that too is, man, like I've talked to people because I've contemplated doing 30 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because 30-year retirement as a Master Chief, it's like $80K a year after you retire, which is good money.
That's
to wake up every day, like to not do anything. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I'm devoting 10 more years of my life to something that stresses me the fuck out every day. Right?
Your mental health.
1, 2, something that makes me leave my family all the time, and I'm not down for that no more.
Yep.
So I talk to people, like I said, that I know that did like 29, 30 years, retired as Master Chiefs, blah, blah, blah. And I ask them, was it worth it? They're like, no, I shouldn't have done a day past 20 years.
Dang.
So that tells me everything I need to know, man.
Yeah.
Multiple people telling me that tells me everything I need to know.
You're taking a census.
Yeah,
You're polling the...
Yeah. It just tells me everything I need to know, man. Like, there's people in the Navy that sell their soul for the next pay grade.
Yeah.
And I'm not down for that.
And then they're stuck, and they're not happy.
Well, the other thing about it is too, man. Like in some cases, it turns into one of those things where like you're kissing the ring.
I've heard that phrase.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've heard that
phrase. You kiss the ring. Like you're basically bowing down to someone so you can pick up the next pay grade. And that's not me, dude. I'm not an ass kisser. I don't do extra things to try to make myself look good. I always do what I feel like is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And I always do what's best for my sailors.
Yeah.
Right? Because I've been there. I've been in those shit situations where sailors are, dragging their dick in the dirt every day. And it sucks.
Yeah.
And I try to make it a little less suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I've had
and if it means me having to I have to take the shit end of the stick for something for my sailors to have a little bit of a better day, then I'm down for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I've been there, and it's suckier for them than it is for me.
It does, yeah. Because I mean, I've had people say that. They're like, because I've looked at, of course I talk to everybody. I'm like, oh shit, like you're that rank, and damn, that's a good time. Whatever years it was, and they're like, yeah. So let that be known to you that like you can do it. And not kiss ass to get there, because I didn't do that.
It's facts, man. It's facts.
There's some people that are like super proud about the fact, like, yeah, I got here, but I'm not, like you said, kiss the ring or kissing that. Like, I'm not gonna do all that shit to get there.
I've never been that person, bro. And I can't be, because like
because you want to help the people that are actually working for you, like your sailors. Like I know when people
absolutely
because like I said, I know a lot of people that aren't in the Navy, so a lot of people don't realize when they say when the term your sailors, they're like, what the fuck's that mean? It means like I get what you're saying, like the people who work for you, like your group, like you know what I mean. You're looking out for your lower guys.
So AS, I'm an AS, right? So AS we're really close always, bro. Like it's always we're a very tight knit community. So I'm always looking out for the ASs, like it. So I'll tell you this, right? An AIMD on the ship, right? One of the master chiefs sent out a poll to the first classes, like, "Hey, we're looking for some feedback about the chiefs and the senior chiefs in the department, blah blah whatever." And most of the first classes said about me was like, "Oh, he just thinks AS is the best. He only cares about the ASs. He only cares about the ASs."
I don't think you only care about them, but yeah, that's your first priority.
It's not that I don't only care about the ASs, but yeah, they are my top priority. They're like my children.
And there's nothing wrong with it, because I've seen chiefs and senior chiefs that are airframers like I am to care about the airframers. And there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody needs somebody to look out for them.
Those are your people. I mean, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
if you're not going to look out for them, who's going to then?
Exactly. Exactly, bro. That's exactly how I feel about it.
Like you're the top tier of them. So
I had a first class that worked for me on the Ike, which I hate saying somebody worked for me. I always like to say I work with someone.
With somebody, yeah.
You know what I mean? Mind you, like, yeah, I might be in charge of a whole division, but those sailors still work with me. They don't work for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, I felt real good yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. No, it was Friday. One of my old first classes that worked with me on the Ike. He came over. He wanted me to look at his chief package for him. So I'm like, cool, bro, come over.
Hell yeah.
So he came over. I was checking out his stuff for him. But it made me feel real good, man, because this guy was like, dude, he told me on Friday, he was like, you made me want to stand. Like, he's like, you rejuvenated me to stay in the Navy. He's like, you made me want to be a chief. He's like, because of how you are with your sailors. He's like, I know you give a fuck about everybody in the division. He's like, you stuck your neck out for us all the time.
Motivated
all that stuff.
Yeah,
and he was like, man, he's like, I want to be a chief now because of you.
Yeah, you pumped that guy up.
And it made me feel good, man, for him to say that shit.
That's all. Yeah, you that's good, man. That's how you should want to be.
Well, and then like he told me about a chief that this guy just made chief this last year. Mm-hmm. And I was on the bush with him. He told me that he ran into him somewhere and they talked about me, and he was like, yeah, man, Jason told me the same thing. He's like, Jason worked with you on the bush, and he was like, and the guy Jason that I'm talking about, he made chief at like 21 years, so he'd been in the Navy for a long time. He's like, Jason said that you're the best chief that he ever worked with as well. Mind you, this guy been in the Navy 22 years.
Damn.
So like that made me feel good too, man.
But people are I don't want to speaking your praise, I don't want to say it like it's like, oh, you got to bow before me, but still, when people talk good about you behind your back, like that's fucking amazing, because that shows a testament of who you are. You know what I mean? The
thing is, man, like I told you, bro, I just try to do right by people.
Yeah,
like that's it. Like if you want it, I'll help you get it. You know what I mean?
Nice. Well, that's the best way to be, man. Like I said, the Navy's been good for me thus far. Like, I can't complain about it, and that's why I keep doing it, because I'm like, I think I can get to the 20-year mark. No, I don't know. I don't absolutely. Like me and the wife, we always talk though. She's like, "You want to go further?" I don't know. We'll have to cross that bridge.
No, dude.
I don't know.
Just do 20 and retire.
I have to figure out
the other side of it.
Where I'm at.
This is what I'm gonna tell you too about the Navy, man. Like, the Navy is going to use.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you. Just let me tell you a couple things real quick. One, the Navy is going to use you up, right? As much as they can. So you need to use the Navy as much as you can.
Exactly. Yeah.
Use your tuition assistance. Use everything you can, because the Navy is going to get everything out of you they can. So you need to get everything you can out of the Navy.
Amen.
Right?
Amen. And I believe that already. Like
2.
Yeah.
Number 2. Retire at 20 years or shortly after, however that works out for you, right? Number 2. Number 3. when you get out of the Navy, retire, whatever, however you decide that it's going to happen, the Navy's going to continue, and they're going to forget about David Diller, right?
Oh, yeah.
But guess what's left, right? The only thing that's left for you after that is your family. So just remember that.
That's why I'm trying to start some stuff so that when the Navy's done, you got the podcast going.
I understand that you're trying to do that, but the point that I was trying to make, though, is that, when you retire and your family's all that's left for you, I'm just trying to tell you, what I'm trying to get across is to you always have to make it a priority to make time for your family, because that's what's fucking important, man.
Right.
Like, I understand, like, people try to use it as like, hey, I work this hard and I spend this much time doing what I do to provide for my family, blah, blah, bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what it is, right? It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, because
you do that because you're trying to get ahead. It's for personal gain. Yeah, right. It's nothing to do with your, like, you're gonna make a few $100 extra a month for making the next pay grade for your family, but I would give that extra couple $100 a month to give the time to my family.
Because ultimately, that's what when you really think about it, and you'll find a lot of people will say this, just what you're saying, but when you look at it, like, ultimately, what does your family want? Your family wants your time.
Exactly.
That's like you could fucking build a goddamn castle on the top of the world and achieve all the riches in the world, but if you never give your family the time, they don't give a fuck about that. Like, it's like okay, cool. Like, your kids, that's how they're gonna be. Like, oh, this is cool. I get to do this, but like, I miss my dad. Yeah, that's how kids are gonna be. Yeah, like, ultimately, at the end of the day. Yeah. So people need. A lot of people don't realize that. It's like your family. They want your time. They want your time, and they value the time that you're not there more than
big facts,
anybody else.
Facts,
They're
of course.
Like, I remember the kids. When the first deployment, because they had never experienced, I joined late, so I already had the kids. You know what I mean? So they had never experienced me being gone.
Now you're about to have another kid.
I'm about to have another one, dude. A family of 4 children. It's half a dozen. This is the half dozen Dillies.
Yeah. I mean, you're already at a half a dozen when you go in a restaurant, bro. Table for 6, please.
My mom was like, "What, are you trying to get a fucking dozen?" I was like, "No, Mom, because when you guys come to visit, we are a dozen." Yeah. She's like, "Oh my God, how many are you gonna have?" Look, I'm not saying that. As my mom's listening, I'm not saying that to say she was hating. My mom just overly cares, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Look, so I'm from a family with 4 children." Like, personally, my mom had 4 children with my stepdad, me being included. So she had 3 and then me. So that's 4 with my stepdad. And then my dad had 2 with his wife. So 3 on that side. So I'm from like this weird demographic of just a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Whereas my wife is from a family that was married for a long time and they only had 2 children. Mm-hmm. And so she, when we met, always wanted a big family. She said that. She said that when we were dating. Yeah. I've always wanted a big family. I don't understand. I love your family and I've always wanted a big family. Well, now we have a big fucking family. Yeah. I gave you what you want, damn it.
So I would probably, to be honest with you, dude, I'd probably have more kids if, like, so we struggled to have Kendall, right? Like, we both had to go see infertility doctors, like, all that stuff. So we had Kendall. And then if, like, we could have just had kids, like, easily, I'd probably have 4 or 5 kids right now. Like, no shit, I probably would. And Silas, like, I hate to say it this way, but Silas was an accident, bro. Like, they told us, like, 4 years before Kayla got pregnant with Silas that Kayla can't get pregnant anymore. So when she told me she was pregnant, I was like, no, you're not.
They told you no. Yeah, exactly. So, I get your...
So don't get me wrong. Like, I am not upset about having Silas, right? By any means. One, I always wanted a boy. And 2, I love kids, man. Like, kids are great. So, I'm excited that we have him. I wish he would stop this sleep regression bullshit and actually, like, go to sleep every night. But, it's all good. That's part about being a parent, right?
Hopefully they grow out of that. That's where we're at. Yeah, oh my God. Hopefully they grow out of that, but whatever. You know, they do eventually.
But
boys are different than girls, so I'm noticing.
100%.
I'm noticing.
100%. Speaking of time, though, man, like, you still working out every day and stuff?
Not because I was in the school, and then I was in security school before that. So no, I stopped for
a few weeks there.
A month now. I've stopped.
Yeah.
It's been,
oh, dude.
Yeah, because I was going. So I was waking
terrible.
up. I was waking up, dropping Benny off to daycare, coming home, getting ready, cleaning up, the kitchen or whatever from the girls going to school, and then I would go to the gym.
Yeah.
I'd come home, make my videos, and then I would go to work. But when these schools started, it was like, we want you here by 7 in the morning. I was like, well, fuck, when am I supposed to do anything for myself? And then they're like, you come in at 7 in the morning. Oh, but wait, class isn't going to start till 9:30. We just wanted you fucking to sit here. Because civilians run these schools.
Yeah.
It's not Navy schools.
Yeah.
See, Navy schools.
Yeah.
In Navy school, you fucking show up. 4 hours later, you leave.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, civilians, they have to do a full day, man.
Yeah, because they're getting paid.
Yeah, they're getting paid, yeah.
So they're going to keep me there from 7 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon. And then I get home, the girls are home, Krista shows up, I got to go get the boy, and then I get it. I'm making excuses. I could go to the gym.
You absolutely could.
I could.
Yeah.
But
because the gym,
with
the gym on base probably opens at 4 and 5 in the morning.
Yeah, with the way everything works, I'm just like, I took the lazy route, and I'm like, all right, I making excuses.
You got to man the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm making the excuses because in my mind I'm saying, well, I'm doing this shit for my family. I'm here cleaning the house, or I'm doing the laundry, or I'm
one of the reasons why I brought it up is because like the whole CrossFit community, we do Murph this weekend. Like I did it yesterday. Murph, you know what Murph is?
I know. Yeah. That's a big thing. That's an endurance thing.
It's a tough workout, man.
Yeah.
It never gets easier. Yeah. I do it with a 20-pound vest on too. Like all my friends do it with 20 pound. We all do it with 20-pound vest.
You work out like 3 times a day sometimes. So
no. I work out. I work out 1 time a day. That's it, dude. That's it.
Okay. You've worked out 3 times a day before.
Like years ago, yeah, I used to do stuff like that, but not anymore. But now it's always 1 time a day. Like I don't go, and I spend maybe an hour and a half at the gym. Everybody thinks that, man. Everybody thinks that I spend all this time at the gym, bro. I go to the gym for like an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most every day.
Oh. That's what I felt I was enjoying it. Like I was like, fuck, I moved to PAX. I was getting it in, and I was like, man, I like this every day. I'm going for an hour, and it was almost my like clarity, and that's why I told Crystal once the school's over, I'm going back to my routine, which pissed me off because shore duty is supposed to be where I get a routine, but then they started sending me all these, which different. Every week is something fucking different. But that was my clarity. Like I would go work out for that hour.
You feel good.
And when I left, I had so many ideas for my videos or for my editing, and I was just like, oh yeah. And I was the most productive with the videos right after leaving the gym.
That's what the gym does, man. That's what the gym does for a lot of people.
Yeah, I would knock out like 4 or 5 videos.
The gym for me is like a stress reliever.
Yeah.
I feel so good when I leave. And now I started doing jiu-jitsu on Friday nights. So like I do the gym every day, and I do jiu-jitsu on Friday nights. And jiu-jitsu is a huge stress reliever for me. Like I've only I'm like, don't get me wrong. Like I'm doing jiu-jitsu now. I've gone 2 times, so it's not like I'm like this.
You're not there, but you're doing it. But you're going. You will be.
I'm just a white belt, man. Like I'm not. I'm with a bunch of bad dudes, man. Like all those dudes and the chicks that go they're bad motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
And it just reminds me every time that I go there and I do jiu-jitsu, like no matter how bad you think you are, there's a motherfucker out there that's badder than you.
It's always a bigger fish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's always a bigger fish. Yeah, man. I'm trying.
There's some dudes in that. Some brown belts that come there that will fuck you up, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet.
They will break you.
I bet.
I mean,
like I just did. I don't know if you had to because you're getting ready to retire, but I just did the Navy's fitness assessment or whatever.
Oh yeah, I just did mine not so long ago.
Yeah, I did it, and then the guy was just like, I don't know what he thought when I walked in. He was like looking at me. He's like, "All right, here we go. We're gonna do it." Because I don't have. So here's the thing. My command, there's like 15 active duties, all civilians.
Yeah.
So I only had to do it with the night check people, which is like 7 of those 15.
Yeah.
Actually 6. 6 of those 15. So, of course, I walk in. He's like, oh, God, look at this guy, And then I'm fucking... So, because I was proud. Okay, I'm going to 3.5 minute plank here. Okay, 3.5 minute plank.
I go. My max is 308, so I just go to like 310 and I stop.
No, I didn't have to. That's what he said. He's like, before I did it, I was like, what's the plank numbers? And he's like, 3 minutes is perfect, man. If you can do 3 minutes, you pass anything like for it. 3 minutes is good. I was like, yeah. So when I'm doing it, he was like, all right, dude, you're at 3 minutes. I just like stared at him. He's like, it's 3:10, dude. I was just staring at him. He's like, what the fuck are you trying to do, dude? It doesn't even count anymore, 3:30. I was like, all right, I'm done. He's like, it's 3.5 minutes, dude. Like, what the fuck are you trying to do?
My opinion on the Navy's physical fitness assessment is, I think it's a joke, man.
It is, dude, because I aced it.
Well,
and not trying.
Well, here's the thing about it. Like, this is the thing about it for me, right? What does doing push-ups, a plank, biking or rowing or running, whatever it is that you do for your cardio
what
portion,
does it show?
If we're on a ship, right, and there's a fire in a space, right, and I pass out, how does that help you carry me out of the fucking space? I'm gonna die in that bitch, dog. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Because I'm gonna be planking.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna be planking or doing push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna be able to pick me up, and put me on your shoulder, and carry me out.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Like, I get what you're because the thing is, it's like if you look at it, a lot of these guys aren't physically fit. I'm not trying to say that I'm in.
What are they gonna do? Call a medical emergency while the space is 1,000 degrees blazing?
Exactly.
They're gonna put all those medical people and FFEs and SCBAs and everything and put me on a stretcher and carry me out. By that time, I'm dead, dog. That's it.
And a lot of these guys are too big to fit through the fucking.
But the thing is, the Navy doesn't see it that way, man. And I could go and I could talk to, the top brass of the Navy and tell them these things, and they would just brush it off. Like
what happens when they close that? What happens when they close that fucking door and all you can go through is that circle?
Yeah, the scuttle. Yeah.
Some of them motherfuckers can't fit through that thing.
Yeah, bro. You're preaching to the choir, man.
I can fit through it, but I'm just trying to say, like, I've seen guys who can't fit through it and they get mad and end up walking all the way around to get to the berthing because the ship guys closed that hatch and they were like, what the fuck? Why would they do that? And I'm like, well, we were just in GQ.
Well, now your fat ass can't get through.
Yeah, we were in GQ. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a reason why. I don't think they did it because they knew you were coming. Like,
well, I know you probably don't know this stuff because you were in squadron. I've always been ship's company. So we set what we call zebra. I think it's main deck and below whenever we go to general quarters. Yeah. So you said zebra. So like that's for like flooding purposes.
Right. I figure I don't know exactly, but I was like, there's got to be a reason.
Yeah.
I don't think the guy was like, hey, that big fat squadron guy's coming. Let's close this fucking hatch.
No, it's because
exactly. Like,
well, then every other like when we're in just regular underway steaming on deployment, we set modified zebra third deck and below. You know what I mean?
Yep, I've heard that. I've heard that over the
1MC, yeah.
Because whenever you go into general quarters,
you said it at 08 and 1600 every day.
Because whenever we go into general quarters, like squadron guys, we just stay in the shop.
Oh, I know. Fucking lazy fucks.
Well, we have nothing. Battle stations. It's like shop a rack. What am I closer to?
Man, you know what's funny, man? Us ship's company guys get so fucking mad at you dudes.
I bet, because like
these fucking assholes are just sitting in their shop chilling right now, like, and we're over here wearing fucking SCBAs and running around the fucking ship like idiots.
Because they'll bang on the door. And like
y'all are just sitting there watching a fucking movie.
We're watching a movie, and the LPO will open the door and be like, "No, everybody in here is good." And, you go out on a ship for fucking 8 months. Anybody finds anything to fucking humor themselves or I mean, this last deployment I went on, I watched all the Rocky movies in order, and then the Creed movies.
I mean,
all of them, one shift.
On deployment, like I'm not like like a TV watching person. Yeah. Unless it's like sports. Like, of course, I watch like football. Yeah. All that stuff.
I never watch as many movies as when
exactly. Dude, on deployment, I watch so many. And when I do watch TV, I'm not like a show person either. Dude, I watch so many fucking shows and stuff. Yeah. Like,
you're like binging it. You're like the whole seasons, like season 3. I come home and then the wife's like, I think we should watch this.
Dude, I had never seen. Yeah, exactly. I had never seen one Harry Potter movie before I left on deployment.
And watched them all.
And I watched them all, and one of the reasons why I did is because Kendall's so into Harry Potter, and she talks about it all the time, and I never know what she's talking about. But so I watch them to know what she's talking about when she talks to me about Harry Potter, so we can like conversate about it. You know what I mean?
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's awesome. But yeah, you watch so much. I watched. I mean, God, every show, every movie, like everything she. Oh, what you got here?
There's a whole lot of strawberries in there.
Well, yeah, but what else? What is it?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about this yet.
No, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's let me put my beer down.
So
what do we got here?
Of course, I saw this shit on like an Instagram reel or fucking Facebook reel. No, it was the fucking guy that I told you about that makes drinks on fucking Instagram.
Well, I trust him.
I have to show you his
page. Is it
page.
Tipsy Bartender or is it a different guy?
It's a different guy. I have to show you his page. Yeah. I mean, what he did was he took the Simply Lemonade, like this is just like Minute Maid, lemonade.
But zero sugar.
Of course, dog. You know what I mean? Like, did you expect anything less?
I'm just letting them know.
So he had the regular, and that's exactly why I did the Minute Maid zero sugar. Because he had the regular Simply Lemonade. That shit is packed with sugar.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I was like, immediately when I saw the video, I like go on Google. I'm like, yo, they have to have some zero sugar lemonade somewhere, right? So I Googled it, Minute Maid, zero sugar.
No.
Perfect. I'm like, okay.
It's reputable
so what he
brand.
did is he took it and he like half, like this much, took like down to this much lemonade. And then he put all the strawberries in. He actually put jalapenos as well, right?
Ooh.
But I didn't do jalapenos because I knew Kayla wouldn't like it, right? With jalapenos. So I didn't do a jalapeno thing. So I put that much, took down that much lemonade, put all these strawberries in there. You can see how many strawberries I got. And then I filled it with tequila.
Oh.
Closed it, let it sit for 24 hours. Mm-hmm. And then drank it yesterday.
Oh, you drank all the liquid?
Yeah, and then the
left your strawberries.
Yeah. I had a pink lemonade too, and I did the same thing. And I drank all the pink lemonade, and I ate all the strawberries yesterday.
That's why you're fucked up.
Yeah. So
that's why.
That's not the only reason I was fucked up. I drank a lot. I drank a lot yesterday. Yeah. I went to my homeboy's house, the one that was supposed to be here today, Christian. We drank and ate and had a good time, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, this tastes good.
Yeah.
It was like a snack.
Yeah, bro.
This is dangerous.
It is dangerous. Speaking of, I stay dangerous. See that?
This is dangerous. Because I could eat these. It's funny because I feel like I can smell the liquor, but I can't taste it.
I can taste it a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I feel like I can smell it, but I can't taste it. So that's dangerous because if I can smell something, I'm like, but I'm eating it, I'm like, oh, well, I don't taste it, so it can't be.
Shit's good, though.
Yeah. Let me get one more of these bad boys. Come on out. Oh, Lord.
I'm going to eat a couple more, too.
Oh, God. Here we go. Oh, no.
I just dump it in my hand, bro. Like this.
That was good, though. So, save that recipe. Yeah, I got to check that guy's stuff out. If he's making videos and he's doing stuff, like, I definitely want to...
Let me see. Let me look real quick.
I make it. Like I said, I do a lot of the cocktails. Although Kayla sent me something about Morgan Wallen's tea, his sweet tea, or his.
Let me see. What is this?
His tea he's got. I guess he's got all sorts of tea, sweet tea, whatever. I want them, and you know what? I want them so I can make Morgan Wallen cocktails, and I will. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. I will make Morgan Wallen cocktails. I will. Make Morgan Wallen cocktails.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we were, yeah. Sure.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Morgan Wallen tea because it's his tea, and then I'm going to take all the whiskeys out of different songs he's made because he mentions a lot of whiskeys.
Bro,
so take the names.
I'm going to have to wait till this shit randomly pops up on my feed.
Yeah.
And find it. Because because I don't remember what the dude's name is, man.
Yeah, is he like a young white guy?
I think he's Canadian, dude. I think he's like a Canadian cat.
I don't know. I watch a lot of those guys. So of course, everybody talks about social media. You know what I mean? Like everybody talks about social media and how it gets you in trouble, and then what you view on social media. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't agree because my feeds always have guys barbecuing, guys mixing drinks, and guys fixing shit. that's what all my feeds have. Is like,
man.
That mother, holy shit.
Patrick Vellner. Watch this snatch, dude. That's 275, 280.
Look at his fucking.
That's 200. That's 290 pounds, dog.
Look at his fucking chest muscles, dude.
You know what they say?
Holy shit.
You know what they say about chest?
No.
No chest, no sex.
Oh, well, I mean, I have 4 kids, that's a lot. But anyway. show that up there, though. Look at this mother.
This Pat Vellner.
Yeah.
Look, Pat Vellner is an animal.
Yeah, that's a good quality right there.
Look at that guy.
Let it replay, though. Because
look
at this motherfucker.
It's Pat Vellner, man. He's a fucking beast.
Good God. Look how straight his arms are, too, before his legs fucking kick in so he can pick it up. Like, what the... And you do shit like that, right?
Of course.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking, like...
Yeah.
So...
Here, let me see.
So, what...
I mean...
Is that, like, the technique, like, to lift it completely above your head, lock your arms, and then bring your legs up with it? Is that, yeah, okay.
So check this out. This isn't a snatch. This is a clean. But that's 340 pounds right there.
Good God. Good God Almighty. Well, put it up there, dude. Put it up there. Let them see it. If they're listening, you can't see it. But if you're watching on YouTube, that's fucking Duty Dan right there. Yeah, look at that. And if you don't think it's a lot, you do it. Pussy. See, I'm the guy who will talk the shit. Like, if we were playing video games, you'd have the controller, but I'd have the headset. I'd be like, yeah, you son of a bitch. I just shot you.
Let me see if I can find a snatch video. I'm not going to look too much. Oh, this shouldn't take too long.
No, it's all good. Yeah, man. Like, that's usually me. I'm the talking shit. No, man. I'm
not good at talking shit, man.
No, because you put your money. You don't have to talk shit. You do it. You don't have to talk shit. See, I had to acquire the ability to talk shit.
I'm more of a don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say. I guess I gotta be able to. It's like the animal kingdom. Yeah. How they say you gotta like find other ways to the frog. How he like releases the spores.
I mean, there's people that say shit all the time. Like, I can do this, I can do that. Yeah. True story, bro. Let me see. Like, don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, let me see it.
Show me the money.
Let me see it. People leave comments like that all the time. They're like, "Oh well, I did this, and look, I'm not. Look, it's nothing to be proud of, but I can chug some fucking drinks." Okay.
That's another thing, man. It's like sometimes people in the Navy kill me with their mouth. They run that mouth, man, and that's one of the reasons. There's some people that I met in the Navy that when I retire, I want to see them outside.
Oh, I bet, because that mouth run like. So when I came in, mind you, I came in at 30 years old, so I'm fucking already at that point where it's like I'm an adult, like I'm grown. I've been living on my own. I've been taking care of that, and then coming in and being grouped with a bunch of 18-year-olds because hey, I'm brand new, so I'm not gonna be mad at the system, but I have to come in the way everybody comes in. Yeah. But yeah, the mouth, it was like I don't have time for this shit. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I'll fuck you up right now. I don't have time for this shit.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. When I retire, there's some people. One person in particular, that if I see the motherfucker out, I'm beating that ass.
On site. Well, you gotta have that list.
I'll spend a night in jail and take an assault charge.
You gotta have that list. I saw fucking Billy Madison. You gotta have that list.
Oh, I got a list.
You gotta have that list.
There's one person on top of it.
Yeah. Because fuck, dude, like seriously, because they do, dude. They run the mouth and then they turn around. And this is, and look, I know I haven't been in the Navy that long, and I don't care because, like I said, I came in old already, and most of the people that I, for some reason, make friends with or talk to happen to be fucking chiefs. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I get that because everybody's always like, "Oh, you're fucking sucking up to them." I'm like, actually, I'm not. We're the same age, got the same amount of kids, the same bullshit going on in life. It's just easy to talk to.
Well, the thing, the thing is, like,
I don't try to be their friend. I just happen to talk, and they're like, "I know what you're fucking talking about," and then we end up talking.
Yeah.
But I can't stand. I just cannot stand the fucking the talking. You know, like you can't do that. Look, if I said I can do it, I can do it. And if I don't, and you know me, if I say, "Damn, that's awesome, you can do that, bro. That's fucking sweet. Fuck yeah." That means I don't think I can do it.
I had a guy on the ship say some shit to me about I better not get within 10 frames of him on the ship. Some shit like, yeah, it's easy to say that, bro.
Yeah, it's easy to say that until 10 frames.
Hey, you know what? Catch me outside, motherfucker. How about that?
Yeah, because
I'll beat your fucking ass.
Because it's definitely what a lot of people in the Navy never learned. That's where I was going with that. A lot of people in the Navy never learned that. It's one thing in the Navy. Like if I say something you don't like, and you want to run to a fucking higher up, tell them about me, and then I get reprimanded. Okay, that's cool. But before,
what's that, dude?
What up, dude? Say hi. Well, get it. Come on. Say hi.
Say hey.
We've got a guest.
Come here. Oh, be careful. Say what's up.
Right there, bud.
Hey.
He's here, man. This is Silas. He's on the channel too. He's like, yeah.
Say what's up, dude.
He's like, yeah, this is cool.
Say, I like that.
Oh, I like that.
Yes! Got the cosign.
Oh, man, he's mad.
Oh, yeah. Benny gets like that, man. Like, if I do something, if I do anything, and I decide to walk into another room, like the bathroom, oh my God. That's actually funny. I'll probably let that.
If y'all don't hear it, the kid's screaming in there because I put him back in the house. He's upset. Like I told you, man, I got really drunk last night. And I'm already buzzing again, man. Because I was still drunk earlier. Oh. Like I told you.
Well, I don't know that.
I mean, it was, the alcohol is still coursing through my veins.
Oof. Woo!
But that's how I get down, though, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Like, I know you do your, like, drinking thing because, like, you do all these, like, reviews on stuff.
Yeah. Cocktail videos.
But, like this hat, Stay Dangerous. This is my homeboy's brand, Christian. He was supposed to be here today. The THPH. I don't know if you can turn this thing and, like, show the...
We can turn it. Yeah, turn it to see the flag because, there it is. There it is right here.
Train harder, party harder. Yeah.
There we go. We got the flag in here. And if you're just listening on the podcast, well, then you'll have to go to Train Hard, Party Hard. He has a website because you can order his clothes.
Yeah. So you can go to his website, order clothes, or you can go to his Instagram page and follow him. And I think there's a link on his Instagram page where you can order T-shirts and stuff. Which I should have one of those T-shirts on right now, but he's got a ton of dope shirts. And then like these hats. I don't know how many of these hats he has left. I have 2 different colors of this hat. It says "Stay Dangerous" on it because you always want to stay dangerous. But he's got some dope shit, man.
Yeah, and it's just like he was here last time I was here, and the shirts he was showing me and stuff. Like, he's got quite. He's actually showed me a lot of stuff as far as making clothes because, like I said, I'm trying to go into the clothes myself. So he was actually giving me a lot of pointers, which I'll take. I'll take all pointers. I take pointers all day long because
he's just a good dude too, man.
Yeah,
like
he's a good guy.
He does jiu-jitsu every Friday night with me too, and him and I train a lot together. Well, Not as much as we used to. Him and I used to train together like 2 times a week or something like that. We don't train as much together anymore. But like we do very like the same workouts or very similar workouts often. We always talk about it and stuff, but he's a really good friend of mine, man.
Where you were so you guys have been. You were over at the CrossFit gym here. I know it's closed down now. One of my chief's wives was running that gym, Chief Danbury.
Tidewater.
Yeah, Tidewater. I guess it's closed down now.
So Christian was the coach of that gym.
He was working out. Okay.
He worked out there and he coached there as well.
Okay.
Because he lives over like in Portsmouth.
Because that's when I heard about that brand.
Yeah.
And then after I heard about the brand, I met you. Yeah. Coincidentally, I was like just all simultaneously, just all happening at one.
So he used to work out and train at Tidewater or coach at Tidewater. And then Tidewater closed down, which I don't really know the full story on why Tidewater closed down. I don't know the story either. I assume he got orders. Did he transfer somewhere out of the area?
Oh, he is going. Or he was about like when I left, he was
probably couldn't find somebody to buy the gym, so he just sold it. Whatever. Anyway, Christian's always been like a hardcore CrossFit takeover, and that's where I go. Takeover Athletics, CrossFit Takeover, what do you call it? But I say like whatever you want to call it, like I'm disrespecting it. I did not want to disrespect the Takeover name at all, because it's a great gym, best gym I've ever gone to ever. Since I've been doing CrossFit, I've been doing CrossFit for 10 years.
Yeah,
multiple gyms, but like if you want the epitome of like great coaching and great community and reasonable priced, like all that, like everything that goes into Takeover, it's just a great gym to go to, right?
Okay.
And everybody loves it there, and if you don't, you're probably just a nerd. So
that's what I was hearing. Like everybody was like, I was hearing it was good, and then like I said, I bumped into you. And I met you and Kayla in the last neighborhood we had lived in, and I was like, and then all of a sudden, I saw the logo. I don't know if you had it on. You had the logo on something, and I was like, wait a minute, I know that. And then we ended up talking about it. Yeah. I was like, the fuck? So wait a minute, like, and so that was
train hard, party harder.
Yeah, that was the vibe I was getting. Is that I was like, well, shit. And then I had seen my chief had it on. He had it on a bunch of stuff too, and so I was like. Now, I was more inclined to ask you what it meant than ask him, because with him, every time I saw my chief having it, I was like, mind you, I'm at work and I'm lower than him, so I didn't want to, which it doesn't matter now. Now we end up being fucking friends. But at the moment, and then when I asked you, I was like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. Like, okay, I've seen that, and that's cool. Like now I know what it means. Whatever. It's like any other logo you see that.
The other thing, Christian just made a run of shirts for a friend of ours, Curtis. That
was the one he was wearing last time, wasn't
it? Yeah, the Legends Never Die shirt.
Yeah.
So Curtis, like Curtis, he committed suicide, killed himself. So Christian made a run of shirts, which we have another friend of ours. She's a coach at Takeover, Sarah. That her husband, he killed himself too. He committed suicide. And she has this foundation now, the Step Up Foundation, which there's a whole hero workout behind her husband. It's called Chad. Her husband's name was Chad. And it's 1,000 box step ups, right? With a 45-pound or a 35-pound rucksack on, right?
Oh shit!
It's a shitty workout, but it's they're supposed to suck when they're hero workouts, right?
Well, of course.
Like Chad was a Navy SEAL. That suffered from PTSD very badly, obviously, because he killed himself from it, right? And he, he was training to climb a mountain. I can't remember what it was, but that's what he did. He did 1,000 box step ups with a pack on. So that's his hero workout now, 1,000 box step. So obviously the Step Up Foundation, like that's why it's called the Step Up Foundation.
Right.
Anyway, Christian made those shirts for Curtis. Legends Never Die shirts. I got 2 of them. Great shirts. But anyway,
I saw him last time. I was like, "Damn, this quality is like." That's what he was giving me the pointers on. Was the screen printing,
the design is great, right?
Yes.
Anyway,
yes.
This is how good of a dude Christian is, man. Christian took all the money he made from those shirts and he donated it to the Step Up Foundation.
Jesus Christ. Really? I mean...
You know what I mean?
But what better way to raise awareness? And, I mean, I get it. At the end of the day, you know, it is promotion for the brand. But at the same time, like, fuck no. Give the money to the quality of the product is good.
The thing,
and
the
foundation
thing is, though,
gets the...
Like, I know Christian very well.
Yeah.
Like, Christian's like a brother to me, man.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care about promoting the brand for stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When he's doing stuff like that, he cares more about making the money to donate to
give to the foundation,
to the charity. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, that's awesome, dude. That's fucking. I don't have a word. Like, that's awesome.
That's just the type of dude he is, man.
Yeah, that's a vibe. Like I said, that was the first time I met him. Was last time, and that's a vibe I got listening to him, because I was like, damn, this dude's willing to like I clearly just said, I like your shirts, dude. I'm trying to make shirts myself. I like your quality, man. You got any pointers? And he was like, fuck yeah, dude. Here, check this out. And they're like, whoa, wow. You know, anybody's willing to give you a game plan, because some people are like, wait, you're trying to do my same industry? Yeah. Nah, I don't have any pointers for you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No, he was like, sit down, young man. No. Let me tell you everything. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's a good dude, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I was like, fuck. Now I know some shit. And like, as far as screen printing, that's what we were talking about. Screen printing and
I don't know who he goes through or what he does. Or I don't know anything about any of that. But
I wasn't worried about that. I was worried about like quality wise. We were talking about like, because I make all the shirts myself.
Well, he always has quality shit.
And man. he was like, I used to make them all myself too. But let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me show you something.
Yeah.
And he did. He showed me the quality, and I was like, damn, the quality is different. And when you, that's my thing. When I want to make a shirt,
like, you don't have to worry about washing it and shit coming off.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
When you make a shirt, when you sell something to somebody, look, some people don't care. Some people will sell you a fucking crock of shit, and they don't give a fuck. But if I sell you an American Dilly shirt,
the thing is,
and I want you to wash it and wear it again, and it
not
falls
even
apart,
just that. You want people to come back and buy more,
exactly,
because you sold them something good.
Or I want them to tell their friends, so their friend comes and buy one.
Yeah.
But if you go to your friend and you're like, if your friend's like, man, American Dilly sounds cool, and you're like, man, fuck him, I bought his shirt, look at it, it fell apart in the washer, and now it says American Illy, and you know what I'm saying? And then your friend's gonna be like, well, shit, I'm not giving him fucking $15 or $20. You know what I mean? And boom, there, I'm sunk in the water, blew up in the water. You know, and so that's what he was showing me. He was showing me quality and like how you can, you know, do. And it doesn't matter who does the screen printing and like I said, I told him, I was like, well, hell, I'm actually thinking about buying my own the screen printing machine and then doing it. I think that I get the enjoyment from making the merchandise more than I get from selling it.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people might feel different, but I think I get more enjoyment from just making the merchandise. And if it doesn't sell, I don't give a fuck. I'll still be out there pressing t-shirts up. But I was telling him, man, I want to buy the wheel, and I was like, I want to press them in my garage.
I've seen that wheel before.
I want to press them in my garage.
Yeah.
And you can do 5-6 colors.
You
move it around.
Yeah. There's a dude, actually, whenever I made Chief, he was my sponsor for my Chief season. His name's TJ Turner. He had one of those in his garage, man, because he has like a little t-shirt company.
Is that the Pitch and Rudder guy? Might be another one. It could be another one.
No, his is it's called like, it's not Pitch and Rudder, it's something else.
Yeah, it could be another one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not an original. Like plenty of people in the Navy.
Yeah.
Using the Navy to springboard
there's a ton of people that do that stuff, man.
Yeah. We might have to do like a podcast where like we set the shit. As you can see, we can go anywhere we want. We don't have to be in the garage.
Bro, we can go to the gym and do it.
We can go. See? You gotta have real people work. You got the people working. We got to have real people working out. And you could make me work out.
Oh, let's do it, man.
All right, I'm down.
I'm down for it.
All right.
I'm glad you got your truck right now.
It looks great.
It looks like a whole different. That's not even the truck you drove here.
No, it looks so different. I just when I went out there to get the shit, I was like, I don't, I'm not trying to like be like, because I know I bought you. You know what the wheels look like.
Yeah.
But I'm like, hey, that's good. Hey, I might listen to Young Jeezy when I leave here. I don't know.
You should turn on some Ti.
I might.
Because you like your beat down low and your top lip back.
Hey.
You
see this truck right here? The thing is, I'm trying not to drink a lot.
You need your rims to sit high, and they do now.
Yeah, I'm trying not to drink a lot today because the wife was like, that's why we drove one car here, because we have her car here too.
Oh shit!
At the hotel, but she was like, I know you're gonna drink so much that I'm gonna have to drive the truck back, and I was like, bullshit! I'm just putting new wheels on. I'm fucking driving the truck back. So anyway, whatever. I'll be driving it.
Are y'all going back to Maryland tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, so you drink as much as you want.
Yeah, so
who gives a fuck?
I was like, if I have to sleep on the couch, I will, and I'll drive home.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, anyway, all right, guys. This was American Dilly! Woo! Dude, Dan. And you guys will catch him more, man. He's America.